This video is a heartfelt tribute to the legendary wrestlers we've lost, celebrating their unforgettable contributions to wrestling and the lasting legacies they've left behind. Their passion and dedication continue to inspire millions. We also share emotional updates about AJ Styles, whose recent news has touched fans worldwide. Join us in honoring their incredible lives and reflecting on their impact. Don't forget to subscribe to keep their inspiring stories alive for generations to come. Peter Maivia, born April 6, 1937, was a legendary Samoan professional wrestler, affectionately known as High Chief Peter Maivia. His impact on the wrestling world during the 1960s and 1970s was profound, thanks to his commanding presence, distinctive traditional Samoan tattoos, and powerful in-ring style. Hailing from American Samoa, Maivia began his wrestling career in New Zealand, quickly gaining attention for his agility and strength. Standing 6 feet tall and weighing around 250 pounds, he combined impressive athleticism with a fierce pride in his Samoan heritage, which became a central part of his wrestling persona. Maivia rose to prominence in the American wrestling scene, particularly in the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF, the predecessor to today's WWE. There, he faced off against some of the biggest names of the era, including Bob Backlund and superstar Billy Graham. His character, that of a noble tribal warrior and Samoan chief, resonated deeply with fans and helped bring Polynesian culture into mainstream professional wrestling, influencing generations of wrestlers to come. Beyond his success as a competitor, Maivia played a crucial role as a mentor and trainer, helping to develop future wrestling stars and laying the groundwork for what would become one of wrestling's most famous families. His legacy lives on most famously through his grandson, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who has become one of the biggest stars in wrestling and entertainment worldwide. Despite facing a difficult battle with cancer, Maivia remained connected to the wrestling world until his untimely passing at just 45 years old. Today, Peter Maivia is remembered not only as a pioneer and skilled athlete, but also as a symbol of strength, cultural pride, and resilience within professional wrestling and the Samoan community. Sean O'Haire, born on February 25, 1971, was an American professional wrestler and television personality best remembered for his time in both World Championship Wrestling, WCW, and World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE. Known for his charisma and athletic ability, O'Haire quickly earned a dedicated fan base with his compelling in-ring style and strong persona. O'Haire's wrestling journey began in the late 1990s after rigorous training at the famed WCW power plant, the breeding ground for many wrestling talents. He made his WCW debut in 2000 and soon rose to prominence as one half of the tag team, the Natural Born Thrillers, alongside Chuck Palumbo. The pair captured the WCW World Tag Team Championship, proving their chemistry and skill as a formidable duo in the tag division. When WWE acquired WCW in 2001, O'Haire made the transition to the larger platform, continuing to showcase his unique character and wrestling prowess. His memorable catchphrase, "You're either with me or against me," became synonymous with his persona, and he was featured in various storylines and matches, competing both as a singles wrestler and in tag teams. His presence was marked by a blend of intensity and showmanship that set him apart from many of his contemporaries. Outside the wrestling ring, O'Haire also pursued a career in acting, appearing in television shows and films, further highlighting his versatility as an entertainer. Unfortunately, despite his successes, he faced personal challenges that impacted his life. Sean O'Haire, but he left behind a lasting legacy as a talented performer who captivated wrestling fans with his energy and skill. His contributions to the wrestling world continue to be remembered fondly by fans and peers alike. Harley Race, born on April 11, 1943, in a small Missouri town, was a legendary figure in professional wrestling whose impact resonated for decades. Renowned for his tough, no-nonsense in-ring style and magnetic presence, Race became one of wrestling's most respected and admired athletes. His career, which blossomed primarily through the 1970s and 1980s, saw him crowned a 6-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion, a testament to his dominance and skill during wrestling's golden era. Race's ability to combine physical toughness with storytelling made him a captivating performer. Fans connected deeply with his gritty persona, while his peers respected him for his technical prowess and fierce competitiveness. Throughout his career, he engaged in memorable rivalries with some of wrestling's greatest names, including Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, and Terry Funk. These intense battles not only thrilled audiences, but also helped shape the course of professional wrestling history. Beyond his in-ring accomplishments, Harley Race's influence extended into wrestling promotion and training. After his prime wrestling years, he dedicated himself to nurturing new talent at his wrestling school in Eldon, Missouri. His guidance helped launch the careers of many wrestlers who went on to make their own marks in the industry, ensuring that his legacy would live on through the next generation. Despite battling various injuries and health issues over the years, Race's passion for wrestling never faded. His contributions were recognized with numerous honors, including his induction into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2004. Harley Race, but his legacy endures as one of the most influential and revered figures in professional wrestling, remembered not just for his championships, but for his unwavering dedication to the sport he loved. Gil Hayes, born on October 20, 1939, was a respected and beloved figure in professional wrestling, whose career spanned the 1960s and 1970s. He made his mark wrestling primarily in various regional promotions across the United States, where his combination of technical skill and magnetic charisma helped him stand out in a competitive industry. Known for his versatility, Hayes could seamlessly switch between playing a charismatic hero and a formidable villain, which made him a fan favorite on both sides of the wrestling spectrum. His ability to tell a story in the ring, combined with his in-ring expertise, earned him the respect of his peers and a devoted fan base. He had a unique way of connecting with audiences, making every match feel personal and exciting. Beyond his in-ring career, Hayes contributed significantly behind the scenes. He became a mentor and guide for younger wrestlers, sharing his deep knowledge of wrestling techniques and the business itself. His dedication to developing new talent helped shape the careers of many future stars, leaving a lasting impact on the wrestling world. Gil Hayes was also a cherished presence at wrestling conventions and community events. Fans and fellow wrestlers alike enjoyed reminiscing with him, celebrating the memorable moments of his career and his warm personality. His commitment to the wrestling community extended far beyond the ring. Passing away at the age of 85, Hayes left behind a rich legacy defined not only by his captivating performances, but also by the positive influence he had on those around him. His passion, skill, and mentorship ensured that his contributions to professional wrestling will be remembered for years to come. Gil Hayes remains an enduring figure in wrestling history, admired for both his talents and his generous spirit. Absolute Andy, born on September 22, 1983, was a well-respected figure in professional wrestling, especially known for his dynamic and charismatic presence inside the ring. Throughout his career, he made a significant mark on the European wrestling scene, most notably in Germany's West Side Extreme Wrestling, WXW, where he became a key player on the independent circuit. Andy was admired for his versatility and athleticism, excelling in a wide variety of match types. His energetic style and ability to connect with the crowd made him a fan favorite, with signature moves that often electrified audiences. Whether delivering high-flying maneuvers or hard-hitting strikes, Andy's performances were always packed with passion and intensity, earning him a strong following. Beyond his in-ring achievements, Absolute Andy was deeply involved in promoting wrestling events across Europe. His commitment to growing the sport and nurturing new talent demonstrated his dedication to wrestling's future. He was more than just a competitor. He was a true advocate for the craft, inspiring many up-and-coming wrestlers through both example and mentorship. Tragically, Absolute Andy, a loss that sent shockwaves through the wrestling community. Fans and fellow wrestlers alike expressed their grief and admiration, honoring him as both a talented performer and a vibrant personality who gave everything for the sport he loved. His passing left a lasting void, but his impact and spirit continue to live on. Andy's legacy endures through the memories of his thrilling matches, his contributions to European wrestling, and the countless lives he touched with his passion and dedication. He remains a cherished figure whose influence will be remembered for years to come. Paul Bunyan is a legendary figure in American folklore, known as a giant lumberjack with incredible strength and a larger-than-life personality. According to the stories, he was born deep in the forests of the American North and became a symbol of the rugged pioneer spirit. With his mighty axe and his loyal blue ox, Babe, Paul is credited with shaping the American landscape, especially through his legendary feats in logging. Paul Bunyan's tales tell of him clearing enormous forests to make way for new towns and creating famous landmarks like the Great Lakes. These stories capture the imagination and celebrate the perseverance, innovation, and hard work of early American settlers. He became an enduring cultural icon, representing strength, determination, and the pioneering spirit. Yet behind the legendary persona, Paul Bunyan's life was not without hardship. The constant physical labor and the pressure to push beyond human limits took a serious toll on his health. Over time, the relentless demands of his work led to heart disease, ultimately causing his. His passing was a sobering reminder of the physical cost behind such extraordinary achievements. Paul Bunyan's deeply affected his community and sparked reflection on the dangers of extreme labor, especially in the demanding world of logging. Though his legacy lives on through stories, monuments, and festivals, Paul Bunyan remains a powerful symbol of American resilience and adventure, reminding us of both the sacrifices made for progress and the strength required to forge new frontiers. Ernie Roth, better known as the Grand Wizard, was a legendary wrestling manager whose vibrant personality and sharp intellect made him one of the most memorable figures in professional wrestling during the 1970s and early 1980s. Born on August 30, 1926, Roth originally started his career as a disc jockey before transitioning into the wrestling world in the 1960s. He first made a name for himself managing wrestlers in Detroit under the name Abdullah Farouk, but it was his move to the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, in the late 1960s that truly launched his career. Adopting the persona of the Grand Wizard, Roth became instantly recognizable for his flamboyant style. Sequined jackets, colorful turbans, and oversized sunglasses were his trademarks. This flashy appearance perfectly matched his role as a villainous manager, where he expertly drew heat from the crowd while backing some of wrestling's biggest heels. Roth managed a roster of top stars, including superstar Billy Graham, Pat Patterson, and Don Muraco, playing a critical role in guiding them to championship victories. Beyond his managerial duties, The Grand Wizard was respected for his deep understanding of the wrestling business and his ability to craft compelling characters and storylines that kept fans hooked. His talent earned him 6 Manager of the Year awards from the prestigious Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine, cementing his place as one of the best in the profession. Tragically, Roth, but his legacy lives on. Fans and historians alike remember the Grand Wizard as a trailblazer whose charisma and skill helped define wrestling's golden age of personalities, leaving an indelible mark on the sport's history. Alan Neil Jones, universally known to wrestling fans as AJ Styles, stands among the most accomplished and revered athletes in the world of professional wrestling. From his electrifying high-flying maneuvers to his technical mastery inside the squared circle, Styles has carved a legacy built on agility, precision, and storytelling that resonates deeply with audiences worldwide. However, like many elite wrestlers who push their bodies to the absolute limits, his career has not been without setbacks. Throughout his journey, Styles has faced several significant injuries, each threatening to derail his momentum, yet ultimately reinforcing his reputation as a resilient competitor committed to the craft. This comprehensive article explores the breadth and depth of AJ Styles' major injuries, their medical and professional impacts, his arduous recovery journeys, and the disciplined training methods that enable him to sustain peak performance despite the physical demands wrestling imposes. Furthermore, we aim to dispel persistent rumors about his health and career status, grounding our discussion in verified facts and official statements. The story of AJ Styles is a testament not only to athletic excellence, but to unyielding perseverance in the face of adversity. The career of AJ Styles, athleticism meets artistry. Before delving into the specifics of his injuries, it is important to appreciate the athletic style that makes AJ Styles such a captivating performer, and simultaneously exposes him to risk. Styles' wrestling persona is characterized by a blend of lightning-fast agility, acrobatic aerial assaults, and seamless technical transitions. Moves like the phenomenal forearm, Styles Clash, and intricate sequences of flips and springboards require flawless balance, explosive power, and an unerring sense of timing. Such a high-risk, physically demanding style inherently elevates the chance of injury. Styles' ability to consistently execute these maneuvers while minimizing risk is a mark of his skill, but even the best are not immune to the rigors wrestling imposes on the body. His career thus becomes a study in balancing athletic daring with the necessity of long-term physical sustainability. AJ Styles' major injuries, an in-depth exploration, Lisfranc injury, the midfoot ligament catastrophe. Among the most serious injuries AJ Styles has endured is the Lisfranc injury, a traumatic damage to the midfoot ligaments and bones. This particular injury is notorious within sports medicine for its severity and complex recovery process. It often results from forceful twisting or impact to the foot, common in wrestling when a foot becomes caught or awkwardly positioned during high-impact moves. For Styles, the Lisfranc injury occurred during a match when an unexpected misstep or landing placed tremendous stress on the delicate midfoot area. The injury caused severe pain and instability, immediately rendering the foot unable to support the weight and dynamic movements required in wrestling. What is a Lisfranc injury? The Lisfranc joint complex lies in the midfoot region where several small bones and ligaments provide structural integrity and mobility to the arch of the foot. Damage here compromises balance and the ability to push off or pivot effectively, skills essential for Styles' fast-paced aerial offense. Medical treatment and rehabilitation treatment for Lisfranc injuries typically involves a lengthy period of immobilization. often requiring surgery to realign bones and repair torn ligaments. For AJ Styles, the road to recovery included months away from the ring, rigorous physical therapy focusing on restoring strength, flexibility, proprioception, the body's ability to sense position, and gradual weight-bearing exercises. Rehabilitation is painstaking. Progress must be carefully managed to avoid complications like chronic pain, arthritis, or permanent instability. Styles' commitment to following medical guidance and rebuilding his foot function was critical in enabling his eventual return. Impact on career and performance. The Lisfranc injury threatened to sideline Styles indefinitely. For an athlete whose style depends on foot speed, balance, and precision, this type of injury can be career-ending. Yet, Styles not only returned, but re-established himself at the top of his game, illustrating remarkable resilience. His recovery story highlights the intersection of elite athleticism, cutting-edge sports medicine, and sheer mental toughness. The 2020 Royal Rumble shoulder injury. A blow to momentum. In January 2020, at the highly anticipated WWE Royal Rumble event, AJ Styles suffered a significant shoulder injury that once again tested his durability. The injury was sustained during a spear maneuver by Edge, a move where one wrestler launches at another, often resulting in brutal impacts. Details of the injury. The awkward landing from this high-impact move caused a dislocation of Styles' shoulder joint. Shoulder dislocations are common in contact sports, but can be particularly severe for wrestlers due to the joint's complex anatomy and the demands of constant grappling, lifting, and striking. Medical protocol and recovery. Once the shoulder is dislocated, the immediate goal is reduction, repositioning the joint back into place. Following this, the injured wrestler undergoes immobilization to allow soft tissues to heal, complemented by a structured rehabilitation program designed to restore full range of motion, rebuild muscular strength, and reinforce joint stability. AJ Styles dedicated several months to physiotherapy and strength training. The process required patience, as premature return risks recurrent dislocations or chronic instability. For a wrestler of Styles' caliber, ensuring full recovery before resuming in-ring competition was paramount. Career implications. This injury came at a crucial point as Styles was building momentum within WWE storylines, making the timing particularly frustrating. Nevertheless, his successful comeback reinforced his image as a determined athlete unwilling to be sidelined. It also prompted some adjustments in his wrestling style to protect the injured shoulder without sacrificing performance quality. Ankle and knee wear, the toll on the lower limbs. In addition to high-profile injuries, AJ Styles has managed numerous minor but persistent issues affecting his ankles and knees, common vulnerabilities for wrestlers performing aerial and rapid directional movements. Common injury types. Styles' ankle and knee troubles typically involve sprains, strains, and cartilage irritation caused by repetitive stress. While none of these injuries have been career-threatening on their own, they collectively demand ongoing attention to prevent escalation. Management and adaptation. Such injuries are managed through a combination of rest, physical therapy, supportive braces, and modified training regimens. Styles has had to adapt his in-ring approach at times, balancing his trademark high-flying offense with maneuvers less taxing on vulnerable joints. The cumulative effect of these lower limb stresses illustrates the physical toll wrestling takes, necessitating constant vigilance and injury prevention strategies for longevity. Chronic back pain and spinal concerns. The silent challenge. A less visible but equally impactful aspect of AJ Styles' injury history is his struggle with chronic back pain, an affliction shared by many wrestlers who endure repeated impact and demanding physical activity. Causes and effects. Years of executing high-impact moves and absorbing falls contribute to wear and tear on the spinal discs, muscles, and nerves. Styles has reported chronic pain managed through a regimen combining medical treatment, targeted stretching, strength conditioning, and therapeutic interventions. Strategies for management, maintaining core strength and flexibility, is crucial for spinal health and injury prevention. Styles' commitment to comprehensive physical conditioning allows him to mitigate pain and minimize the risk of more serious spinal injuries. His ability to manage chronic back issues behind the scenes enables him to continue delivering top-tier performances while protecting long-term health. Debunking injury rumors, separating fact from fiction. Given AJ Styles' global fame, it's no surprise that rumors and speculation about his health frequently circulate among fans and in wrestling media. Addressing these misconceptions is important for providing an accurate picture of his status. Rumor: forced retirement due to injuries. Despite some rumors suggesting Styles might retire prematurely because of injuries, there has been no official announcement or indication of this. Styles openly acknowledges the physical demands of wrestling, but remains committed to competing as long as his body allows. Rumor: Lisfranc injury ended his career. Some reports alarmed fans by suggesting his Lisfranc injury was career-ending. However, Styles himself has clarified that while it required significant recovery time, it did not end his ability to perform at a high level. Rumor: concealed serious concussions. Speculation about hidden concussions is unsubstantiated. WWE enforces strict concussion protocols requiring medical clearance before wrestlers return to action. Styles has experienced minor head injuries, but has followed all medical guidelines. AJ Styles' recovery and training, the foundation of longevity. One key to Styles' sustained success lies in his disciplined approach to recovery, conditioning, and injury prevention. Physical therapy and rehabilitation. Following injuries, Styles works closely with medical professionals on tailored rehabilitation programs designed to restore strength, mobility, and function. This precise approach is vital for each injury type, from foot and shoulder to spinal concerns. Strength and conditioning. As Styles' career has progressed, his training has evolved to emphasize balanced strength and conditioning, improving durability while minimizing injury risks. He blends explosive power training with exercises that enhance joint stability and muscular endurance. Nutrition and recovery techniques. Proper nutrition, hydration, rest, and recovery modalities such as ice baths, massages, and stretching routines are integral parts of his regimen. These strategies reduce inflammation, accelerate healing, and prepare his body for the demands of professional wrestling. The future of AJ Styles in WWE, enduring excellence. Despite the physical challenges and setbacks, AJ Styles remains one of WWE's premier performers. His unmatched blend of technical skill, storytelling prowess, and charismatic presence continues to captivate audiences worldwide. While he may scale back on the most risky maneuvers to safeguard his body, his overall contributions to WWE remain vital. Styles' meticulous attention to health and recovery suggests he will compete at a high level for years to come. Fans can anticipate compelling performances underscored by the experience and wisdom born of his injury journey. Conclusion: AJ Styles, wrestling's phenomenal example of resilience. AJ Styles' wrestling career is a powerful narrative of resilience amid the brutal physical demands of the sport. His experiences with injuries like the Liz Frank midfoot damage and the 2020 Royal Rumble shoulder dislocation spotlight the ever-present risks elite wrestlers face. Yet, through disciplined rehabilitation, adaptive training, and a steadfast commitment to his craft, Styles consistently returns stronger. Though rumors occasionally arise regarding his health, the facts paint a picture of a durable, determined competitor who expertly manages chronic pain and injury history without sacrificing performance. AJ Styles' story transcends wrestling excellence. It is a study in perseverance, offering valuable insight into the realities of professional wrestling injuries and the dedication required to maintain an elite career in this demanding field.